This God of War thing, people have been, I mean, God of Laundry, the rinse and repeat epic. Like, I mean, this is really, well, I think there's a couple more of these, right? And, yeah, here it is.
He's home.
Man.
I better clean up before Kratos comes home.
It's so fucking funny, man. I'm sorry, but like there's some people getting mad about this. I think this is hilarious. Dan's Gaming purposely misunderstanding. That was very cringe. I like Dan's Gaming, but like it's so cringe. Because like, so he did the thing. I can't believe there are people still afraid to play as a woman in a video game. Which is like, I mean, everybody knows this isn't true. Like, why are you even talking like this? Why would you even say this? It's just so stupid. So I replied, I said, intentional misunderstanding. No one is afraid to play as a girl. You know this. Why would you even say that? And so I think this is the perfect meme for the God of War situation. Blue is an awesome game. I wish they made a movie out of it, or in this case, a sequel. Coming out soon. Blue, the movie. Blue, Big Screen Pictures presents Blue. I think that's exactly what's happened. It is. This is exactly what it's been. And it's not about, the thing is, if they had Tomb Raider and it wasn't Lara Croft, I think people would think it was weird. So, like, God of War is centered around Kratos. It's always been centered around Kratos. So whenever you switch it to, like, a character that, I mean, I think if you were to poll God of War players, like, everybody, and also, like, the greater gaming audience, like, who would you want to play as in the new God of War game? The ratings would probably go Kratos, Atreus, and then probably a third character that we're not even thinking of, right? And then Laufey would probably be like number 7. So why would you ever make that character the mainstay of the story, right? Like Tyr, Thor, or something like that. Yeah, exactly. So like, I really think that if you did a vote for this, like the players would never vote for this decision.
Guys, there are some tropes that
Mm-hmm. See, he's so afraid to say this. Here's the reality, and you know it. You know that they keep replacing characters that are white and male with characters that are non-white and non-male. And the reason why is they want to push a social agenda. That's the reason why they want to do it. It's not because the character was too boring. It's not because people weren't interested in it. It's because they're pushing it for a social agenda. That's the same reason why you see a lot of gay and trans stuff in video games. Nobody's asking for that, but they still keep getting it. Why is that? Do you think that any person that actually wants to play like a character that looks this way? I don't think that they really do. I don't. I think guys have no problem playing female characters, but she's got to be really hot. This woman, and also, by the way, I feel so bad for her actress, because the actress is like way more attractive than the way that she's portrayed in the game. And so it's just another example of an actress who effectively is having their, their likeness deformed in order to make it more acceptable for the hags and foids that are working in this company to try to feel better about themselves, because they don't want to see an attractive woman, because it'll make them feel bad about themselves and insecure. That's the reason why.
Make the player base defensive. I mean, it is what it is.
It is. He's completely right. He is. He's totally right.
It's not a small portion. I mean,
it's a massive portion. It's a massive portion of us, and we will make the discourse so unpleasant, so uncomfortable, so problematic, and so toxic that there will be an environment where people are afraid to do this. That's the goal. We are trying to do that. We are trying to make it as toxic as possible. And do you want to know why they're mad? It's because it's working. It's working very well.
You're delusional.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not understanding this. So I sent her to another realm.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, God of War is crazy.
God of Wars.
Jesus.
Wife of War, Whore of War, Foid of War. Is that Greta Thunberg? Karen of War, Slop of War, Soy Slop. Alice and God of War.
Yo.
Gay of War.
Yo!
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, dude. Okay.
They're starting.
War of Kitchen is fucking
War in the War of Kitchen. Oh man.
absolutely diabolical.
Yep.
My chat wasn't that bad. But like I said, even there's intels, and then there's a gradient or whatever. Chat, God of War is a huge fucking, like, seriously.
It's a guy game. It's a guy game. It's made for guys. Kratos is the peak masculine male character, and the people that are playing it are overwhelmingly men. If you swap it over to being a middle-aged suburban mom who has a magic sword that she can talk to, and she can cast magic spells with her hands, nobody gives a shit about it. Sorry.
It's insane. It spans over decades. Like,
Yeah.
of course, there's gonna be some form of reservation when the protagonist, when it's
See, he's so afraid to say this. We have evolved over millennia to be able to identify and detect trends. We can tell what a trend is. We know what trends are. You share more chatters at XQC than your own 24/7 channel? Is that really true? Let me see. 755. That's crazy. Damn. I mean, like, I'm glad, right? I am. Like, I think XQC's great. That's great. Who's the third one? I didn't see a third one. Burnt Peanut. Oh, that's no surprise. Of course.
a woman protagonist.
Yeah.
If they've made the protagonist a male for fucking 30 years.
Exactly. Everybody knows why they're doing this. We all know why they're doing this. And we're not going to get gaslit into thinking, oh, no, that's not the reason why. Yeah, it is. We all know it. Everybody knows it.
Why do you think that's an invalid point?
It doesn't matter whether these people think that it matters whether they think it's invalid or not. It doesn't matter whether you think it's invalid. It matters whether we think it's invalid. And we don't think it's invalid. So then it's not. And if there's enough of us, we can force these companies to do whatever we want. And there are becoming more of us every single day. We are recruiting more chuds to the chuddening that we've ever done before. We are going to completely remake the video game, and we're going to remake everything in the image of the chud. Back to where it was meant to be.
Why would you think that's invalid? Interesting. Anyway, I think the game was really good.
Less than 3.
Why?
It's not because of female protagonists. People hated playing as Atreus. I mean, true.
The final
but
boss
yeah,
will be
that's also
an argument.
that's all
Then
different.
go silent until
Male
the boss
protagonist
apologizes.
and child.
Being a guy, the thing is, like, people can identify with a guy in a different way they can with a girl. And the way that a man looks at achieving and solving problems is different than a way that a woman does. Like, for example, a man would solve the problem and a woman would complain about it. So, like, where would there be any combat? It just doesn't make sense.
It's also alienating the experience from the main player base. Absolutely, 100%. And you denying that is level one.
That's
level
right.
one thinking process. Anything not Kratos equals gonna see some pushback for sure. I mean, I think it'd be good.
Yep, that's right.
Tomb Raider is a female protagonist from the get-go. You cannot compare a character that was formed
I've been
and
enjoying your Republican
it's
takes
been like that
recently.
since day
Nice
one.
to see-
So a lot of people are very opinionated about this, right? And so basically Domino's Pizza UK for some reason called out God of War. Based? And so God of War game with no Kratos equals pepperoni passion with no pepperoni. And Santa Monica Studios themselves went out and they responded to it. They said, okay, thanks for the feedback. Domino's Pizza corporate account. Man, you guys got called out by a pizza company. Even they knew this was a bad idea. That's nuts, man. And yeah, that's just really sad. And ordering Domino's right now. Yeah, what a crazy advertisement. And this is one of your specials. You shouldn't be offering creative input. Call it the cheeseburger. Yeah, what is it? Jesus Christ. That looks pretty bad. And, okay, anyway, even Domino's Pizza releases more sense with their pizza takes than a game studio does. And so they're getting defensive over this. I'm not surprised. It's really funny for me to see this. And what are some of the other... God of War Laundry. The cube is replaced with a washing machine. And the sword is replaced with some fucking laundry detergent. Boys, we are so back. We are so back. God of War. I think this is my favorite one. It is. This is my favorite one that I've seen. Infinite content. Yeah, I know. And with your shirt, I guess so. And so God of War Laundry. Oh, and they're changing it over and over, just making it even more fucking annoying. A pizza company knows more about gaming than the gaming companies. What a time to be alive. Domino's is with us. God of War Laundry. Oh my god. Shut up, Domino's. No, just stop making fun. It's a good game. What do you mean? She's a strong, independent woman. What do you can't say that? God of War's wife. Oh my god. Oh, Domino's, I need 100 pepperoni passion with triple pepperoni. Make it 100 pies. Send them straight to your social media team to enjoy. Tell them to start spamming the PlayStation accounts. It's funny, all the people defending this game will not purchase it and it will die. I think that the game will still be moderately successful. I think that it will be. But I think it will be successful despite this, not because of this. I think that if they had just gone with a safe option of going with Kratos again or going with even Atreus, I think that it would have probably sold more copies. That doesn't mean that it will fail, right? It's kind of like the Odyssey, for example. Like, I don't think the Odyssey is going to fail, but there are going to be people that will be alienated because it seems like they've made racially based, political correct casting choices for the different characters in the movie. So I think that's problematic, and people are going to see that, and there will be a detriment because of that. And I don't think that anybody is going to play it because there was a girl playing it, right? I don't think that's it. Yes, all trailers are 50-50 ratioed so far. That's right. Let me see here. God of War. Let me look at like 2 of these. $38 versus $36K. That's really bad. Let me see what the... Oh, and this... Is this the big... Yeah, this is the big video. So it's almost half and half. Oh my god. Mom of War is crazy. God of War. Why does her forehead look like yours in the thumbnail? I don't know. Remember, 36K people are using the third-party tracker. It could be worse. It is. And I think that you're going to see more people that are negative about this and hostile, too. This is going to enter into the... what's the word for it? And then look at this. This is IGN's video. It has 11K upvoterinos and 11K downvoterinos. That's not a good thing to be. And yeah, Boy and Cube. And also, like, Jack Quaid as a Cube is what Clara would have wanted. It's way worse than the Ghost of Yotai trailer. Yeah, because Ghost of Yotai is another example. So some people are making the comparison with Ghost of Yotai versus this game. And you can see here, 351,000 versus 36,000. So why is Ghost of Yotai different than God of War? So, number one, Ghost of Yotai is different because Ghost of Tsushima is a one-shot. It was a singular game, and inside of that singular game, you had basically, you had one character. So, like, there was not a pattern of content following one specific character that, went from game to game to game to game. It was not following the narrative of Jen or what the hell his name was. It's not following this for, 2 decades or, 1 decade. So Ghost of Yotai was more reasonable, and I think people are more willing to accept it because there was not an expectation that was created over 15 years. So that's number one. Number two, I think also every time that something like this happens, I think that people get more annoyed by it. Like, so it's like a building thing. So like the first time it happened, people probably didn't care that much, right? But whenever you're on like the 10th time it happened, I think that people get more sick of it over time. I think that's another component, right? Final Fantasy has different protagonists every time. Yes, definitely. And so anyway, that's the other reason. So God of War is getting massively downvoted in every single trailer. And it doesn't matter how many likes people buy on Twitter. One thing that I think that you can always tell, and this is the game that I will use as a comparison, right? 1348 X Vato. This video game got literally tens of thousands of upvotes and likes on Twitter by a bunch of fake woke people because they wanted to push the narrative that, you know, we like woke video games and we're going to play them. And now it's down to 7 people. That's it. It's down to 7 people right there. And 7 players. And so the problem is that these people are very loud on social media, but they don't actually care about the game. They don't care about the media. They only care about the media reinforcing what they believe. So the moment that the media isn't doing that, then they're going to come up with all these other excuses and reasons for why, but ultimately they don't buy video games. And that's the bottom line. These people do not buy video games, they don't play video games, and they're not interested in them. And also, this is the best test of what I think whether a character is like a good RPG character or not. 99 times out of 100, I think this works. Do people cosplay the character? If the answer to that is no, it's probably not a good character, and you shouldn't have gone with it. It's actually that simple. So, new footage from gameplay God of War.
Faster, woman! I'm hungry!
I love it. Wow. It's good. This is great, yeah. God of War. Oh, wow. Magenta DEI purple. Yep, there you go, guys. And take my money. And anyway, did anyone ask for a God of War where you play as Kratos' wife? Like, is this reaching an audience I'm unfamiliar with? Nobody asked for this. Nobody wanted this. And it also, by the way, the character looks awful. I just think it doesn't look good. I mean, like, if I was this actress... You know what this is like? This is like it's like basically it's like somebody who didn't like her made her look like this in the game. Someone who didn't like her for some reason, and that's the way they make her. They give her the eye bags as well. They give her like those cheek lines right here. Like, it's not good, man. And yeah, she's Gollumified. She is. This is so obviously bad. And also, I want to show you guys this too, because there are some people that, again, they love to get it twisted. They love to misunderstand. But take a look at this here. It's not a limit of hardware. That's a lie they tell you to insert their feminist slop. This is by choice. Asian games have no issue rendering real beautiful women, and Metal Gear Solid 4 came out on the PlayStation 3 back in 2008. Characters on 2-decade-old hardware look better than the ones Western devs are making today, even with all the horsepower and tools at their fingertips they didn't have back then. This is an industry run by activists and Karens, looking to force their fake morality from the top down, and when the games lose money, they'll have no one to blame but themselves. Look at that. This is from Metal Gear Solid 4, I guess. You see these girls? Okay. Yeah. Wow. Wow. How about that? Yep. Absolute baddies. Yep, definitely. The West. And look at this. This is the way that they do it. You see here? Japan. That's the real actress. That's her in game. That's the real actress. That's her in game. This is the West. They intentionally make them ugly and fat and more masculine. That's what they do. And the reason why is to satisfy the hags. To make the hags. Make the hags happy so they don't cry and complain. That's it. Look at that jaw. Oh my God. They're anti-women. Nobody hates women more than women. Oh man. You guys have no idea. You know, like, there are like studies that if women perceive another woman to be more attractive than her, they will give the woman sabotage, what's it called? Fashion advice. They'll say, you know what you should do? You should shave your head. No, you do deserve a buffet. You could gain a few. No, you'd be fine. You'd look great. You're beautiful. No, there's nothing wrong with it because again, shave half your head off. Yeah, no, you should get a nose ring. Oh, what if he doesn't like it? Well, he's so fuck him. You could do so much better anyway. All right, Sony did it again. You can thank the usual consultants. Exactly. And this is hag. This is straight up hag propaganda. Gears of War E-Day. Dom. Hey, Marcus, bro, you gotta go. Hey, remember to stand behind the wall whenever you shoot the guys. Hey, don't watch out. Hey, use your chainsaw, man. Use your Remember whenever we used to use chainsaws, bro? Dominic Cube. I know, man. Would have been funnier if it was Gears of War Cube Day. And anyway, look at some of these other ones. This is what's happened. God of War and Halo. Look what they done. Look what they done. I remember when I used to be the target audience. That was a long time ago. And God of Laundry. We see this. They literally aged her for the sake of the story and added a few wrinkles. What the fuck, y'all? What a surprise. What a surprise. I told y'all. During the gameplay reveal for new God of War.
I haven't done any of this, by the way.
No, this is, just so you at home know, we haven't touched the controller for 45 minutes.
And that's another thing that we didn't really talk about, is that all of these games and everything, look at this. This is what this guy said. I saw this. I thought it was a really good one. Yesterday, I was told I should sell my PS5 because the reaction to new God of War game was I was on the fence. Sony said they were going to show 20 minutes of gameplay and then proceeded to show 18 minutes of cutscenes, and the comments upset with me because I expected gameplay. I didn't even think about that, but it's another movie game. It's another person. Again, The Last of Us has done irreparable damage to the video game industry. It has. And it's a huge problem. And if you're a man and you play a game with a female protagonist, you are trans. So true. Y'all aren't real people, bro. Man. I am so happy about this. Every game you ever play from now on will be like this. Oh my fucking God. And let me scroll down and look at a few more of these here. Yeah, I'm not playing this because she's a woman. Men and women don't think the same way, and any game told from a female perspective will have decisions that a woman would make, actions a woman would take, outfits a woman would wear, and she will say things that are not things based on things based on what a woman. I'm a man. I don't relate to any of those choices. I expect the retarded but Tomb Raider argument. Lara Croft was popular because she had 2 assets and rarely spoke. Samus was popular because she had more assets and didn't speak at all. Notice the trend? No man played those games because he wanted to hear a woman talk for several hours. Here, I think I can abbreviate that sentence a little bit more. Do I even have to at this point? Nobody wants to hear it. Absolutely not. And so shut the fuck up. Yeah, just shut the fuck up. And that's it. Argue for the women who I've seen argue, but we'd be playing as men. Why can't you play as a woman? Yes, that's how it should be. You like the franchise because it was written by men. If you wanted something women made, then you'd be reading or playing that instead. Men have been the writers, philosophers, and the artists and the inventors because we're equipped for it. So when you come into these male spaces, maybe just enjoy it and take part in it without trying to feminize it. Exactly. Yep, that's it. We're set up to do those things. I don't know what women are set up for. I have no idea. This guy's savage. Yeah, this guy's a champion. I love this guy. And I saw this. It didn't get a lot of likes, but I thought it was really funny. And also, this is the problem. We here are pattern noticers. We notice patterns. And we see more of these patterns emerge. And we begin to worry about it. We begin to worry. And we're noticing. We are noticing. Siri is the exception for me. I think that games can be good if there's a female protagonist. They can be, definitely. But, you know, I think that it would be better if it was a guy. And let me see here. Also, by the way, I think that we should watch the Forspoken trailer and just compare it with the God of War trailer that just came out.
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal. Real big deal. We are getting out of the city, Homer. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats.
Man.
No more fights.
Does anybody remember what happened to the studio?
Clean air.
What happened to the studio?
Skies.
It died for this.
What?
They all got fired.
What?
Look at this, guys. DEI purple. You're noticing, aren't you? You're noticing. Any noticers in chat?
Whoa, 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 wait, stop!
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Where on earth is this?
Wow.
Africa.
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself!
Show myself. I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. Oh, hello, yes.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
Keep this in mind, because we're going to watch the part with the cube after this. We're going to watch the part with the cube right after this.
Somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is
Classic.
something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts, I'll probably fly next.
Absolute classic.
No, you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line. Our land suffers. You are the only hope we have. You're special.
Jesus.
You're the one that's planning on facing off with Sylar. Tanta Sylar is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas.
See?
You will be doing our land a great service by killing her.
Oh, man. Is that a dude? Nah, it's just a fat. So, you see that? Okay. Very cute. Very nice. Give me a minute. Let me find where she's talking to the cube. How about that? How about that? Any noticers? Any pattern enjoyers?
Okay. I think they're gone.
Just be careful.
Fresh air. Oh, you're different.
You're a cube. Talking. You know what? It doesn't matter. How do we get out of here?
Yeah, we've tried. There's no way out.
Then you're a talking sword.
I'm not the sword. I'm the ribbons, obviously. And my name is Rue. The cube is Frank.
I'm starting to notice a pattern.
I'm Faye. There has to be a way out of here.
A way out? But you're not
Talking
even all
objects, yeah. It's a Jello shot.
Of course I'm not here.
Get ready.
I'm dead.
You have to be dead to come through the gateway.
It's
Frank
like
in the name
holding
God of
something
War.
Back.
Well, they always see again. That's how you know a millennial wrote it, because they're like, oh, it's like Jeff from Marvel Rivals. It's just Jeff, like the little shark.
This isn't working. Where are we anyway?
I know.
Afterlife of the gods? I call it the everyone.
Afterlife of the gods?
Afterlife of the gods. Great.
So, what's the plan, boss?
Not your boss, Frank. That cask. That's why you're...
Release the DEI purple in order to fully unlock the potential of this game. You have to release it. You have to be complicit in this madness in order to play.
Trapped.
Yeah. Wait, you made that big explosion happen, right? Could you do that again?
My magic, it's wrong here.
It's even on her hand.
I feel wrong here.
It's even on her fucking
One out,
hand.
right?
I think
Look at her face. Look at her face too. Dude, whoever did this hated this voice actress. You could not go and make her look like that. Jesus, bro, like that is bad. That's bad. Go. Hey, look, guys, if anybody is like one of those, it's not true, it's not true. Go tell your wife she looks like that. Go be like, hey, I saw this woman. It reminded me of you. There you go. See, look at that. It's called menopause face. I bet, you know what? I think that answers a lot of questions.
I think we all want that.
We definitely do.
Faye, you need to accept it.
Uh-huh.
All of it. You're dead.
You're dead.
How? How do I accept that?
Simple. Focus.
Focus.
You're here. Be here.
But what if I need to be somewhere else?
Then.
So, you see? It's the same thing as the cuff.
Focus on what you do need.
But Forspoken was destroyed. No. Forspoken lives on.
Find your way home.
Hey, that's it. What were you thinking of?
Just remade.
I promise.
Okay, we'll take it. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
Jesus.
Get ready.
Oh, man.
Wait! Not a good idea. Bad idea.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. And yeah, it's all just a cutscene, too. It's not even gameplay. So, yep, there it is, guys. I just wanted you to understand that this game is already God of War before and now. Yep, this is, dude, this is so badass. This was so cool. Like, I don't even know, how do you do this? It looks like this looks like every game that came out in the last 3 years. This game probably sounded like a great idea during the George Floyd riots, but now that we're back into normalcy and not a, COVID-ridden fucking hysteria, we're back to normal. Like, no, it was not a good idea. It wasn't then, and it's not now. It's more purple. I told you. And again, I'm very glad to see that more people are saying, but one pattern has been impossible to ignore over the past 10 years in AAA. It's God of War, it's Kratos, it's a broken Spartan warrior. We've seen the same pattern everywhere. Assassin's Creed shifts from Ezio to a systematic female protagonist. Battlefield and other franchises diversify by replacing. Yeah, it's obviously this is what's happening. It's so clear that's what's going on. And then even Belluar's talking about this. Christ, shockingly off-putting dialogue from God of War Laufey. Laufey. Why do they talk like moderns? Why so quippy? Will we ever escape Marvel dialogue? I just can't imagine having the desire to write something like that. Many other excellent games out there, so it's an easy skip. Man. It's beyond industry-wide. All media is infested with this shit. Well, how do you end the infestation? How do you stop the infestation? By not playing the games and by contributing to negative sentiment about the games. That's the way that you do it. Don't buy them. And if you think they suck, tell people they suck. And say that's not why you're going to buy them. Don't let any furry, foid, or hag on Twitter tell you that you're wrong. You're not. You're right. You're right. They're wrong. That's why they have a list of their mental disorders in their profile. Because they're wrong. There's something wrong with them. This is 100% a boycott. I don't think so. I actually think that this is just simply, like, I think this game will be successful financially. I do. I think so. But I think it will be less successful financially than if they had just stuck with a more safe story. That is what the audience wants. But I do think that also, like, when you have a video game that's getting announced and it has a like-dislike ratio of 50-50, I don't really see a lot of good video games that come out that are able to overcome that first impression. Sam Hyde made a good point on this. Old good games used to have one old white guy that made the call. Now decisions are made by committee that have gone to shit. Yep, I completely agree. Totally agree. Let me see here if I can find a few more of this because, yeah, it's just really. I also this is nuts. I've got to go through some of these because it's just fucking insane. And but I'll go to these in a minute. I'm not even ready for that yet. Okay. All right, one more.
But when it comes to Alana Pierce, she decided that, hey, I'm going to weigh in on this as well. So she pretty much left a video saying that now women are ugly in video games, and she pretty much gave her reasons why women look the way they look in video games today compared to what it was like a long time ago. And you gotta hear her response. It just blew my mind. It just baffled me.
Someone with like a camera in front of their face. Motion capture is when they're moving their bodies. Performance capture is able to pick up more nuances of the human face. And so hand in hand with improved graphical fidelity in video games, you are able to actually capture more like micro movements in the human face. So your face scans need to be more accurate and in general a little bit more human, thus more flawed, 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 thus more flawed.
Champion. Absolute fucking champion. He's completely right.
Humans have a bunch of flaws on their faces. This is a very common part of being human. Nobody's fully symmetrical. Nobody looks cartoonish. So as video games in general are getting less cartoonish, again, this is why I think it's specific to the West. I feel like there are still a lot of Japanese games made with like more anime art styles It is easier to make somebody look perfect, essentially, and thus less like a real human.
Well, then why would you not do that if it's easier?
But you have to have more accurate face scans that
Why?
can't just
Why
be
do you
about
have to have
symmetry,
that?
where like maybe they would have created a face that looks a lot more cartoonish.
Why?
Because then you are picking up the facial expressions, those micro
Wait, why do you have to have that? Who decided you have to have that? Who decided that?
expressions in people's faces. And you are often taking a model and mapping it onto
I
a
didn't
performance
decide that.
capture and blending those two things, which is an awkward process in general, especially if your models are different to your...
Could you believe that she actually said that? I don't understand.
Again, guys, like, I don't think y'all understand how bad it really is. We're not Laura Croft. Again, 007 did it right. Now they care about realism and accuracy. No, they only care about that. They want to make the women ugly to make themselves feel good. That's what it's all about. Oh, this guy was upset about it too.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know where to even start, dude. Chat, you guys just fucking ruined it again, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know if I want to do these shows.
Eat the goy slop. What's wrong, Chatty? You don't like your goy slop? But we made it just for you.
Streams anymore. I'm gonna be real. It's just like it was a justifiably like annoying showcase, but I just see people getting mad at like the dumbest shit. Like the problem with the game isn't because you play as a fucking woman.
It's one of the problems. It's not the only problem, but it's one of the problems.
It's just like not. It's just like
it's crazy that this has actually gotten so big that it's even affecting completely unrelated creators now. We have broken containment. We have. And we're not sorry. We're not sorry. We're tired of it. We're tired of it. It's fucking annoying. I'm tired of being gaslighted. I'm tired of being lied about. I'm tired of being patronized. And now we're doing it.
Like, just didn't, I don't know. It didn't look different enough from, like, I guess, God of War to, like, justify this whole kind of redoing, like, new approach to it.
Yeah.
I thought the aerial combat looked fine, but, I mean, that was a big showing for, I don't know. I felt kind of flat during most of it, but, again, it's kind of what I said with my 007 impressions.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a mark for these things, but you see me popping off about Wolverine, or, like, I really like Pragmata, so I think it comes down to the type of game. But, yeah, I got nothing more to say. I'm going to hop off, though. I got to think about if I want to do these types of streams. I don't know, man. It's just, it gets mad toxic, and it's like, I'm not trying to ruin people's vibes. It's like, I get it's only so much we can filter when there's a certain volume of people, but it's very disappointing. So, I'm going to hop off, guys. Thank you to those of you who did support, though. I appreciate you. And we will talk soon. I'll make a video on the state of play, so you can look forward to that, at least. But I appreciate you guys.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Bro, like, because they didn't like the game? Now you don't like, really? Like, he's right, though? No, he's not. What? So it's this toxic positivity. If people don't like the game because you have to play as a woman, this is the toxic positivity that I was talking about. If they don't like it, then they're right to not like it. That's it. And they want to enforce, like, oh, we have to be positive. No, we don't. Don't have to do anything. Don't have to do shit. God of War needs approximately 7% attachment rate to break even based on the estimates. I don't know if they're even going to make money. Maybe, right? I'm not sure. He essentially said, fuck to people that don't donate. Well, I don't know about that. And here's the album combinations of Kojimbo's models. Let me see this. These are the Kojimbo girls. Let me see. Oh, we already saw this. Yeah, we saw this earlier. Yeah, I mean, very clearly, like, all this, like, oh, well, they can't do that. They don't, like, at the end of the day, why does it matter to make the faces really realistic? Who decided this is important? People that have a job based around that. That's the reason why. That's all there is to it. So, excuse chat, yeah, bro, as soon as any woke game, so, like, whenever there's any showcase, whenever there's a woke game, everybody opens up my stream just to read my chat. They do. They open up my stream. They're like, there's no, oh, what are they saying about this one, right? Because they're like, they know that my chat is going to be popping off. Is this a new one?
your soiled garments within me.
So good.
Place your soiled garments within me.
Thought that was mine. This is amazing, guys. Really, like, AI is so good. I love it. And thanks, Dennis Quaid's kid. I guess so. It's just hilarious. Dragon Age the Veil. Oh, dude. People are starting to see it. Asmongoldification. Jesus Christ, guys. Like, y'all really had to do that, huh? It's actually insane, like, what they did. Like, somebody at that studio had to fucking hate this girl. They had to hate her, man. What did you think, buddy?
The fuck was that?
The fuck was that?
Laufey? What the fuck is Laufey?
What the fuck is
That looks
Laufey?
like shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. It reminds me of that game Forspoken a little bit.
Fucking based. Fucking based. And my favorite thing about this is David Jaffe has made like 4 negative videos about me, talking shit about me. And now, and like, you know, I've been saying this stuff for a long time. Now they're replacing, because he was one of the original creators of God of War. And so now, yeah, it doesn't feel too good, does it? See, you didn't recognize it was annoying to me, but now that it's happening to your thing, now you're upset about it.
I think that looks so uninspired, and it looks so
Welcome back. Welcome back to reality.
dull. And you guys have to remember that is the opening of the game.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be a flopperooski beyond that.
Because it says X for new game.
Yeah.
It's possible there's a prelude, but that seems clearly towards the opening. It's dead. That game is not going to do well.
Damn. First, they came for the incels. That's right.
For what they expect it to do. Here's my point. If you got rid of God of War, like, look at what the internet was asking for. A lot of people were saying, oh, well, maybe she gets to go into other pantheons. Okay, so do we get to see Chinese mythology, Egyptian, whatever, right? This just feels like Corey or somebody wanted to write a fantasy story. And I'm not saying, you know, it's not going to be rooted and grounded in some actual mythology of something. Maybe it already is, and I'm just not aware of it.
Yeah.
But you've lost the gore and the violence that made the first game. You've lost the character. You already lost him after 2018 because he changed so much he wasn't Kratos anymore.
True.
Now you've lost the identifiable mythology of it. And you've also lost...
No, that's a really good point, because like everybody knows Zeus and, you know, Athena and Hercules, but like the Egyptian gods and, you know, like other random South American gods, like people don't really know that. It's Ares, yeah. Like, and people know Thor, everybody knows Thor, Odin, Loki.
The you know, you've lost me with the cube. It's in the little Disney character at the beginning. It just seems, this seems like just a fantasy. Like you if they would have taken God of War off the title, and
nobody would have cared. Nobody would play the game. Nobody would care. They're using the title in order to sell the game.
You didn't know the God of War story, and there wasn't Kratos. It was just a story about this goddess who dies. You would not be talking about this game.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Exactly.
Really
You're right.
fucking goofy, man. Really fucking goofy that it's like that nobody pulled somebody aside and said,
They can't. It's a culture of toxic positivity, and nobody wants to be the wet towel that puts out the bright fire of the strong, independent woman. Nobody wants to do that. The wet blanket. So they just let it happen. Because they don't want to get called into HR for being misogynist.
this is not God of War. I don't know what the fuck this is. This is like some fantasy novel that I didn't like it at all. And I'll probably play it for the stream because I'm sure there'll be interest.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for that, I have no interest in playing that game. I think it looks dull. It looks repetitive. It looks been there, done that. The cover is terrible. The name is terrible. I don't think that's going to be the final cover. It looks like Forspoken. It's got that flavor to it. It feels very uninspired.
He sees the purple but he doesn't recognize it yet. He doesn't notice it yet. You will begin to see. You will begin to see the purple. And I'm going to tell him, he'll eventually probably see me reacting, right? It's fine. He notices, see, like, because at the beginning it's subconscious, right? Because, again, the human mind is designed to identify patterns. But, like, at the beginning, you just have a feeling. But then once that feeling crystallizes and manifests in the DEI purple, you say, oh, shit. There it fucking is. I think that's it. Notice how Twitch is also purple? Twitch isn't the same purple. It's not. And Karen, God of Hag, Karen, demanding manager. Oh, man. This was really cool, bro. Like, this was badass. God of Leaf, gay of war. Gay of war. What is this? I'll watch it real quick.
Working with for more than 20 years. Man.
20 years? Whatever. She's not qualified. She's a noob. Get her out of here. Obviously, like a woke.
Yeah, DEI.
Yeah, exactly. DEI hire. All right, let's see what
so
the great Asmongold had to say.
Let's hear it.
Or like I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know why anybody would want to play, a middle-aged woman, like a 40-year-old woman.
Excuse me?
In like an action, like I don't see. Like,
is this man married?
No.
Does he have a girlfriend?
He's probably.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong though?
The most single man alive.
And he might be closeted gay.
He's
okay.
Fighting something in her.
Yeah.
I have no problem playing as a middle-aged woman if she's fucking cool.
I would just prefer not to. I'd prefer not to. I think most people would prefer not to.
And she does seem pretty cool.
She seems pretty cool.
I mean, you technically play as a middle-aged man for God of War.
Yeah, exactly. It's way better. I'd rather be a middle-aged man because I'm a guy.
Right.
But he's, I think, okay, let's hear him out, though. Let's hear him out.
I don't, yeah.
I mean, I don't know that it's trying to appeal to anyone.
It appealed to me.
It appeals to me as a fan of the first two games because this is a really key character that we never got to meet.
But yeah, I don't know what he means. Like, who does this appeal to? I mean, it doesn't have to. Wanting to have sex with the main character is the only way to appeal to somebody, right?
It's a really good start. It's a really, really good start. And so basically, if you're making a female game protagonist, there are two options, right? You either have her not say anything, and it doesn't really matter who the protagonist is, or you have her be really hot, preferably both. But the one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to have a game where the character isn't basically a super hot Stellar Blade, Tides of Annihilation, like style character, Bayonetta style character that's talking all the time. Like, I'm sorry, but like nobody wants to play that. I'm sure some people will look past that, but I don't see how anybody's asking for it.
Which again,
it's like also, I don't need to be appealed to. I just want to play a fun game.
I want to be appealed to. I want to be the target audience. Whenever God of War 1 came out, I felt like I was the target audience. I do. I want to be appealed to. The actress is super hot. Yeah, the actress is very attractive, and they made her ugly in the game. They did. This is the way she looks in real life. So they intentionally made her older. They gave her more wrinkles. They made her ugly.
Like if you play as like a demon, there's games where you play as like a ghost or a demon. Like I don't want to fuck the demon or the ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was doing something for his masculinity to play as that man.
Right, yeah.
Somebody's upset.
I, Asmongold, can't identify with this character because they're kind of the same phenotype. You know
I was
what I mean?
thinking he's
Well, I'm not asking for a character that looks like me, am I?
Looks way more like her than
That's
the God of War.
Yeah, he definitely looks
that's what I
closer to
said.
her than Kratos. 100%.
I do. I don't think God of War should look like me either.
Be easier for
This is always a reverse where it's like now you're attacking my sexuality, you're attacking whether I have a girlfriend or not, you're attacking my appearance. All of these things are happening, but you're not attacking the argument.
To feel immersed.
Yeah. It's actually kind of.
Maybe that's why.
Kind of
Maybe he
uncanny.
wants to escape what he is.
Right.
Exactly, I do. I don't really like the way that I look personally, and I want to play fantasy games in order to play the role of a character that I would want to aspire to look like or aspire to be. That's true. That's accurate. I think that most people would do that.
Wants to be a big buff dude.
Yeah.
This is interesting. They do look very similar.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you were to ask, like, if you were to poll like 1,000 guys and say, would you rather look like me or Kratos? I think that you'd get 1,000 to 0. You would. Like, I mean, I think this is obvious. Like, what are we? What are we doing? Duh.
It's kind of remarkable.
I don't think this appeals to, like, I don't know who the target audience for this game is. Yeah.
Anyone that likes playing video games.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest cop-out. I think that whenever you bring a game out, you should be bringing it out for an audience. And I think that the way that men and women, for example, perceive stories and want to experience a game, like God of War is definitely a male-coded game. It's a male-coded game. It's focused around the male experience. It's a hyper-masculine game. It has a really big, hairy, big guy that's like the main character. Like, that's the focus of the game. And so the moment that you try to reframe that as like, well, who knows what it's for? Who knows who's invited or who's interested in it? The reality is that it is a game. It's a series that's made, with a guy main character. It's mainly about guys beating the shit out of each other. You change that to a girl, I think that, yeah, you've got a very, very different experience.
God of War fans?
Or God of War fans. Like, bro, how can you be this obtuse? You're not, like, I don't think Asmon is actually, like, a dumb person. I don't know why he's doing this.
Well, here's the question, right, that I would ask Ethan. My viewpoint is clearly not the minority viewpopoint. And to the extent that it is, it seems like it's a very, very slim minority, right? Because or like very edge minority, like, because I mean, if you look at the trailer and like the amount of like upvotes and downvotes about the game, like I mean, there's been a huge amount of criticism and complaints about it. Like, you wouldn't have had this much amount of people. They're not even allowed to entertain a massive amount of people. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, even one of the creators of God of War didn't like it. And so, like, I think in a lot of these cases, you can look at everybody else that doesn't like it too. And, like, you can say that, like, all of us are retarded and none of us are right about it, but that's fine. But, like, we are retards strong together. And to the extent that you do not, cater to the chud, the chud audience, like, I want to be catered to. I want to have games made for me. I don't want to. And also, by the way, I don't think... Whenever I see, I'm going to be totally honest, whenever I see a 43-year-old woman that looks like a average suburban mom with no makeup on is the main character for like a action combat like game, I think that most people, if they told their wife they looked like this character, especially in some of the stills of the character, their wife would probably want to divorce them. Because nobody actually wants to look like this. You're not going to have a bunch of women that are going to try to cosplay this character. I'm sure you'll have some, but probably not even 10% of what you would have for like an attractive character like Eve from Stellar Blade or, any of the gacha game characters. So why is it that, when women want to pretend to be other characters, they never choose this character? And they didn't choose the character from Ghost of Yotai either. It's because nobody wants to be these people. Even the women that are these people don't want to be these people. That's why they edit their photos and they're wearing makeup. So you're effectively you're making a design decision for no one. Nobody is asking for this. Nobody wants this. Men don't want to play as this, and women don't want to be this either. So you're adding this in as a form of social messaging. And I noticed that, and I resent it on a foundational intent level.
It's pretty dumb.
Yeah, he's a dumb.
And I also think that he's significantly audience captured because I scroll back to the beginning of this trailer. He seemed to be enjoying it until he started looking over his chat, and at first was even like, he looked over his chat and he's like, "It looks terrible. I don't think it looks terrible." And then later on, he's just like, "This is the worst thing ever. I don't know what they're doing." I think he just sees which way his audience is reacting, and he's pandering to them.
I mean, there's no way I can say no, I'm not, right? I mean, there's no, I can't respond to that really.
He's definitely audience captured, yeah.
And I could give like examples, right? I could say like, well, I didn't say this was South at Midnight. I played that game. I thought that game was pretty good. I've defended other games that have had female protagonists or like black protagonists. Like for example, like if they're watching this video, right? You could look at, the way that I looked at Silent Hill. Like I obviously didn't say that was a bad thing because it had a black character, right? And so Tomb Raider, even inside of this same thing. So like, I don't really think that that's true. Been going on now for a long time. Yeah, and like those are just multiple examples right there that I can use just to immediately disprove that. And or an Atreus game, yeah, it is. And so, like, I'm not interested in this. Like,
would he complain if it was an Atreus game?
That's that's a good question.
Yeah, no,
probably not as much. No,
I don't think he would at all.
Probably not.
I don't think he would have any.
Which kind of gives the game away, right?
Like he wouldn't have said any of.
I don't see like what do you mean give the game away? Like what
he would be saying like, oh yeah, this is the logical thing.
It is.
His son, you get to play his son.
Exactly. He's right. Exactly.
And I think that's part of why it's
no. Ethan's right. That's correct.
Okay, that they're doing a side story is the last game pretty conclusively tied up this story arc. You know what I mean? Like. Whatever the next game was going to be something totally different. Like it was either going to be Kratos going to a different land.
They want to say it's like they forced this female character down their throats, but they didn't actually at all. Like it makes.
Well, why do you think that they made the character less attractive than the actress that's playing her? And why would you do that when she's a goddess? Like, I mean, it's like so you can't apply like normal like human aging to the situation either.
Total sense,
right?
It's completely fine. It's not like 5-year-olds.
Action.
He's acting like it's like a Barbie dress-up game,
right?
Who's the target audience for this? Children, little girls.
Yeah, that makes sense. If it was a God of War dress-up simulator spin-off,
God of War dress-up,
he might have a point. He might have a little bit of a point at that.
He's literally
can make fun of it all you want, can do whatever you want, but at the end of the day, I want to be catered to, and making a menopausal 40 or 50-year-old woman as the main character is just really not the way to do it. And I think that there's a lot of people that feel the way that I do. I don't want to play that character. It's weird. Especially whenever I know that it's being put in the game for a social messaging reason.
Acting like it's like a dress-up game. It's like it's the same. It's not that different.
It's a role-playing game, and I think that it's important for somebody to want to embody the role that they're playing. That was the point that I made with the cosplay.
Actually, no, it's not different.
Like Tomb Raider, like you wouldn't expect Lara Croft to be replaced by a guy, right? Even if it's a cool.
You wouldn't expect it, but I'd try. I mean,
it's kind of. He kind of ate with that point. I'm sorry.
Well,
I wouldn't have played Lara Croft. If a new Lara Croft game, that's different though, isn't it?
It's different because Lara Croft is one of the first like lead female protagonists in a game.
I mean, Kratos has been a lead protagonist in God of War for 15 years.
It's not different. If Lara Croft had a husband,
but why are you guys all saying Laura? Isn't it Laura?
Lara, whatever.
Sorry.
If it's not different. If Lara Croft had a husband. And there was like this elaborate fucking Lara Croft world.
And two of the games was about her psychologically coping with his death.
Playing with her husband would be fun.
And then there was a spin-off game where it was a flashback to what happened to the husband.
I'd play it.
Yes, I would play it. As long as she's still in it.
I think Kratos will still be
in capacity.
I would love to pick his brain on this take. I really would. I'm curious how he would.
Well, he did have a clash with another intellectual titan of the streaming world, XQC, which we have some of that exchange here.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Middle-aged mom, casting lightning spells. Like I don't really see that.
That didn't happen.
I don't really see that market there.
I just can't.
He's just not. He doesn't.
He doesn't believe
anything
it.
that he's
No,
saying.
he's
just
lost
fucking
in the sauce.
pandering.
All right. Okay. How many points on the graph do you need before you can draw a line? How many do you need? We've got a lot more than 2. We've got way more than 2.
Every sentence. Like when you think of someone casting spells, do you think someone casting spells younger or older or stronger? You know what I mean? Like it's just every ounce of it don't make fucking sense.
He needs to be slapped around. Sorry, that was violent.
That's
Sorry.
violent.
That...
You took this personally? Is that it? I wasn't talking about you. I'm sure she's a nice girl. Women get so defensive about this, it's embarrassing.
was violent. I didn't mean that.
In the game, as a woman.
In Minecraft or in real life?
In real life.
Or
Just
sexually?
say it. Just say it.
In the game.
It's not like all of a sudden Kratos woke up one day and he had tits.
Right.
Oh, a body swap, crazy Friday, funky Friday or whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's all
probably
all
would've
part of
liked
the
that.
plot.
Yeah.
That's the plot.
Or actually, maybe there is a reason, but like, I mean, it's just, I mean, you could remake an old game. You could come up with another version
Why
of
do we
it.
have to do that?
Come up with another version of it.
Yeah.
Why do we have to do
Also,
all that?
they did just announce the remake of the first 3 games. Like,
Oh, that's sick.
That is cool.
They're doing it all. They're doing it all.
or remasters.
You could do a bunch of different things, right? But you choose not to
Yeah.
do that. So it's not appealing. Yeah, I mean,
he's
like,
being
at the end.
so dumb. Like, I don't know how to.
Okay. That's fine. See, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm not looking to get approval for my opinion on this or not. I think this is what they're doing. I've seen them do this for literally years. They're doing it again. It annoys me and I don't like it. And I don't have to justify, like, I think I've provided like a number of reasonings. I provided my logic behind it. I provided why I think this. And if somebody chooses not to accept that, that's up to them, right? It's their opinion and it's their prerogative to not accept that. But fundamentally, it's not going to change. It's not going to change. And there are a lot of people that feel the way about me, that feel the same way about it that I do. Just let the player count and the reviews do the explaining. Well, it'll probably get good reviews from designers, or sorry, from journalists.
Describe. I don't know how to explain. Just he's just being so childish. It's like so stupid.
Yeah, of course it's childish. It's a video game. They're for kids. Yeah, I want my little video game to be just for me. I don't want to look at the character and realize that every single time that I look at that character, I remind myself I'm looking at her and she looks this way because Foids and Hags on the dev team got insecure because the actress was too attractive, so they had to give her more wrinkles. Every time I'm going to see that character, I'm going to think there's like an immersion break that I'm like, wait a minute, that's right, that's what's happening.
He's just like, what are you talking about, bro? You never read a book from the perspective of a woman? Do you refuse to read books from the perspective of women? Or
He
movies
refuses
where the women
to engage in the female experience.
Yeah, I'm a guy. Yeah, I'm a guy. I'm gonna it. Yeah. Am I dressed up as a chick, right? I mean,
it's just nobody's interested in that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm serious.
Who does that
like,
appeal to?
Like, have you never watched and enjoyed a movie from a woman's perspective?
Jeez, that's hard. Let me think. I mean, Alien was good. What else besides that? There's got to be another movie, right? Freerun? Yeah, Freerun was really good. Terminator? Yeah, well, Terminator was like Underworld. Underworld is a great example. Underworld is the perfect example that I can use. I enjoyed Underworld a lot. It's one of my favorite movies. And that was told from a female perspective. Now, I don't know what the difference is or why I happen to like that movie more, but I know that when I was about 11 or 12 and that movie came out, I really liked it a lot. What a great movie that was. It's a mystery. No, I do. That's exactly the way that I feel about it. It is. And I'm not sorry, and most people feel this way. I do. I think so. And I don't know how many more of these like gender swap, like, and I think also there's a big problem that like Ethan would have a good point, I think, if it did, like, there are so many other instances of this happening that I'm kind of tired of seeing it happen to like franchises, and it's annoying to me. Where like you have a male dominated franchise that then a female lead either has to share the spotlight in or takes over the spotlight of the story. And I just don't find that interesting. And I feel like I'm kind of being like, and like any guy that complains about it is like, you know, they're appearing, like they're making fun of the way that I look, or they're making fun of like, I don't have a girlfriend, or they're making fun of like some other thing about it. Like I'm a kid. Like, I mean, so like you can't even ask to have an honest conversation about like, you know, who's interested, like who's asking for this, right? Who asked? I don't think that a lot of people did. It's artificial. Yeah. And so like you can't even ask questions. David Jaffe would agree with you. He said the game looks like shit. Well, I don't know if he disliked it. Like, I like Ethan. Like, I could see, I think that girl got a little bit, she got a little triggered. She did. She got a little triggered, got in her feelings about it. I get it. I understand. That's the way it is. But other than that, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to call it a day. I'm tired. And I'm going to relax. Boy, I don't know. Like, I don't... To me, like, I don't really care, right? It's not like I'm taking offense to it, right? I mean, like, I like them. I don't have, like, any sort of ill will or, like, negative intentions toward them. I just disagree with this, right? And, like, if there's a little bit, like, I mean, I can tell, like, whenever, for example, like, if somebody's, like, goofing around with me and, like, they're, you know, like, making fun of me, like, I'm not going to take that personally whenever I know that it's not coming from a place of like malice. So like I'm not upset or angry about that or something, but that's what my opinion is, right? So anyway, guys, I'll don't speak ill of you normally. Yeah, exactly. So like, I mean, a difference of opinion isn't a big deal to me. So anyway, guys, thank you guys all very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you all tomorrow. So until next time, boys, peace. See ya.